Hi guys, I surpassed 1,000 subscribers thanks to all your support, all your lovely comments. Everybody has been so great. Just thank you guys again so much. I should have that giveaway set up next week, so stay tuned to find out how to enter for that. Anyway, who knows who Captain Howdy is? Don't give it away, but put in the comments, I know, and we'll just see who does. And that should give you a hint as to what the first DIY is. And I love doing this stuff. I love the horror and the macabre, but I also love the beautiful, elegant, dark and moody. So I've got a creepy cute and a dark and moody elegant projects today. So let's get to it. Thanks again. Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. This one's called Captain Howdy and the Black Widow. DIY number 1, Captain Howdy. This one's so good it'll make your head spin. So here we have a Dollar Tree cutting board. I can get the plastic off. I wonder if the prices went up on those. I'm sure it did. Went up on the florals. And I'm going to paint the sides and just the front, the top, with Waverly sandstone. And I didn't want, when you see the image, I didn't want white. It's got kind of a tan color on top of a dark color. So of course we're going to distress with some Java later, you know that. So you're painting. Ooh, can you hear the crickets chirping outside my window? Love that sound. So here's my image. Still not going to show you. And I'm putting the Mod Podge on the back of the paper. This is just regular printer paper. And yeah, I'm trying to tease you, of course, but I don't want the Mod Podge finish all over the board here. So let's see what we have here. Ah, it's a Ouija board. Does anybody know what movie I'm referring to? Or who Captain Howdy is yet? Don't give it away. Just tell me if you know or not. So that was just super easy. We just Mod Podged the image to the board. And I even made the little planchette. And I cut this out of foam board. And then a little piece of canvas I glued to the top. And for the edges and the little hole in the middle, I decoupaged a little tissue paper and just overlapped it from the front to the back, inside the hole and around the outside, just to close in that gap where the foam meets the poster board. And the little planchette came with the paper kit from Etsy. I'll leave the link in the description, of course. And I made it a little larger than the image, so I'd have room to distress. We have to do that. It just wouldn't be right. This is so cute. Look how little it is. It is so adorable. And this is fun and easy. Anybody can do this one. The planchette, it takes some patience. You got to cut it out all nice, and that's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's okay. And you see what we're doing. We're removing most of the the Java dark brown, any dark brown. God, I can't talk tonight. It's getting late. Any dark brown will do, or it depends on the image. There was several different colors in this packet, pretty colors. You can do whatever colors you like. Oh, look at that! I'm so proud of this. This little image popping up on the screen. My son was kind of freaked out by it. Like, that's weird. I was like, I'm weird. So anyway, the Java didn't pick up the edges as much as I'd like, so I've just got a tiny little brush, and I'm just hitting where the white paper showing through. And we're gonna distress it even more. This is a dark image, so we definitely need a dark distress to blend it all together, since it doesn't fill up the entire board. There we go. I'm gonna get some paint on there now. But yeah, I was trying to pick up those white edges without darkening the image, because the image is already dark. You You want to be able to see it in that pretty trim around the outside. You want to be able to see some of that. And we just keep going around. And of course I do go across the image, but not till after I've knocked a whole lot of paint off, just to blend it. You don't want too much. So yeah, you see the letters are kind of a tan color. And there's even, it's hard to see in here, but there's like a slate color kind of mixed in with that brown. It's really pretty. It's really cool. And keep on keeping on. There we go. Now I've got it dark enough. You know I like a dark distress usually. And we're just blending and blending. So yeah, this is just super fun and easy. It's just, and it's so cute. It's only like that board's like 9 inches by 7, something like that. So little mini Ouija. You gotta love it. I need some new chip brushes. They're getting rough. Use the hell out of them. Look how cute. And this project is done. And here we are at DIY number 2 already. The Black Widow. Delicate yet deadly. And here we are with one of my arches. I love these things. I have like 7 more after this. So hopefully I can come up with some more projects. And again, this was a tri-fold piece that I just unscrewed the hinges. And this one already had just like a whitewash on it. But I've got this paint that is just the most beautiful burgundy. It is Folk Art True Burgundy. And then I'm distressing with black. It comes out so pretty. This color is just amazing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Gotta love it. I bought a couple more paints. I bought a what is it? Folk Art. Yeah. Folk Art Black Currant. Wow, it's such a romantic purple. It's so gorgeous. I can't wait to use it on something. So here we've got our white creepy cloth I got from Amazon. And some popsicle sticks. And we're going to paint those popsicle sticks the same burgundy with some black distress. It's got to be matchy-matchy. And we're just gluing down the one side. With the Elegance tacky glue is really great for this. It's not slipping and sliding all over the place. It holds it in place, and it dries quickly. You don't have to sit around and wait forever to continue working. So the popsicle sticks are just cut into the right lengths to go. You know, you're just going to put it on the back of the arch here and there to hold that creepy cloth. You want it kind of taut, but not too tight. You don't have to pull it tight. It'll run on you too much. I mean, you want a couple runs here and there. It's creepy cloth, right? You know, but you don't want to pull it really, really tight. You want a few little wrinkles and imperfections. And we're going to glue down the creepy cloth and glue a popsicle stick on top. And you can glue that down first and then add more glue to the popsicle stick, or just lay some right on top of there. Tap it down with your finger or another popsicle stick or something. Make sure it gets underneath there a little bit, and glue your popsicle stick. But yeah, you can use scissors. Get an old pair of scissors and cut the popsicle sticks to shape if you don't have a miter cutter or anything like that. And now, of course, the Dollar Tree wall tiles. I love these. They're such a pretty effect when they're painted. And we're gonna trace that out on another arch. I have like 7 more of these arches. And we're just gonna put 2 coats of black chalk paint. And of course, make sure your first coat is all the way dry. That second coat can pull that first coat off if it's not all the way dry. And if you do use a heat gun or a hair dryer to dry your paint on this, be careful. You can use it, but you got to keep it far away because it can warp it. And then I just dry brush some white to pick up all those raised areas. And we're going to use our Elegance tacky glue again. And we're going to just put that everywhere. You'll see where there's indentations. You want to put it where it's flat, where you know it's going to make contact. And for the backing, I did the same thing I did for my curio cabinet, if you saw that. That's just poster board painted with black chalk paint, and also cut the same shape. And here we go, here's what we're doing. So that's behind the creepy cloth, and we're just going to take some hot glue and glue the backing on. This turns out so pretty, and it's so easy. It takes a little time to sit there and glue everything to the back of it, but it's worth it. It's worth it. This is a fun one. And that burgundy color just, man, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. And we're just going to continue around, get that glue in between there and the top of the popsicle sticks, and we keep going all the way around. Now, some of it, I didn't cut it quite perfect, and there's some of the white on the underside of the tile showing, and the whitewash that was already on the back of the arch. And I just took a little paintbrush, and we're just going to blacken those areas. And we're going to trim it with some lace, so you're not really going to see that, but that white would have shown through. But black hides everything, right? So I got this lace from Amazon, and here we are. I already started it on the bottom, and the tacky glue once again, and just I have a little paintbrush, and just spread it around thin, and just press on it, and make sure it's stuck down pretty good before you move along. And it'll dry clear, but you still don't want it heavy. You want it thin, because it is a little shinier than the paint. So, and we do that all the way around. That looks so pretty. Oh, that color. So these leaves, that's just, the one in my hand is from Dollar Tree. They were all glittery, and I painted them black. This flower's from Dollar General, and I dry brushed some black in the center just to darken it a little bit. The leaves were just Dollar General leaves that I painted black. And I'm going to cut a little piece of felt here. And I'm just going to get some hot glue underneath these stems, because they're kind of stacked on top of each other. The felt will help hold all that in place. And just make sure there's glue underneath both stems. And then I'm going to put these... I love these leaves. It's so cool. They're like, I don't know, decomposed leaves, but they're pretty. I'm going to add a couple of those. But yeah, I had those left over from Dollar Tree. I guess Halloween last year. Oh, look out. That Black Widow's going to come get you. And we're going to take that. We're going to put some hot glue on the top of all those stems and add a little piece of felt. And that will... And just put a little glue underneath the end of it there. Hope you can see what I did there. It's hard to see with all the black. Everything's dark colors. And you put that over top of it, and the glue will start seeping through that felt and harden the whole thing, and it'll hold it in place. Now this flower came from Dollar General, so I took that little green bottom off and added hot glue and put it back on. And then, because you don't want to glue it on and you're only glued to the plastic, that flower might pop off. You never know. And I decided I had a little bit of felt was showing, so I put one more leaf. And I want to be able to see the design of the leaf. It's kind of hidden with the black leaves behind it. And it's so pretty. Oh, I'm having so much trouble with my Canva editor. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness. So these black florals you see me use 100 times came from Amazon. And I just kind of flesh it out a little bit, stick it here and there under the flower. Now look at this little guy. I got this at Family Dollar. And look, it's got these little brushes on the bottom, and it just vibrates, so it just dances around the table. But I'm going to cut those brushes off and pull the battery. I popped off the little red, I guess hourglass you'd call it, and painted it the same burgundy as the arch, and that's put aside to dry. And the legs were plastic looking, and Black Widows don't have red feet. They don't wear socks. What the hell? So I put a coat of black chalk paint on all the legs. It's so cute. And then I'm going to put a second coat where the red is, because the red's still showing through the first coat. You don't really need a second coat over top the black. And I'm going to put a little glitter in the wet paint, because why not? And we're going to put her right on here. This turns out so pretty. This one was so much fun. Now that's 4 popsicle sticks cut to fit, glued together with the tacky glue. I just glued them together and clamped them for about half an hour. And now we're going to hot glue my little stack of popsicle sticks. Of course, I painted them black so you can't see them, to the bottom, because the spider's face kept flopping forward. So I needed something to raise it up. And we're going to add some hot glue to the bottom of that. And she's going to be coming out of this little floral arrangement here. I thought about making a little bow on top, but I didn't need to. So before we get to the final reveals, who got the Captain Howdy reference? If you don't know, I was referring to the movie The Exorcist. And early, you know what it's about, even if you've never seen it. A little girl gets possessed by a demon. And early on in the movie, she's playing with a Ouija board and tells her mom she's talking to her imaginary friend. And she says, oh yeah, who's that? And she says, Captain Howdy. He talks to me sometimes. Creepy. Anyway, it's a very obscure scene, but a very pivotal scene because it lights the way for what happens next. That's how he befriended her and gained her trust a little bit. That's how he got in. So, yeah, Captain Howdy. Yikes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's projects, and let's get to the reveals.